Horus began to explain the codex astartes. He reasoned that the Imperium could not risk having a single man command the power of an entire legion. The Imperium could not risk such a cataclysm from ever happening again. The legions will be broken down and restructured into chapters. Perturabo nodded solemnly, understanding the Lord Commander of the Imperium's reasoning behind his actions. Mortarion disagreed, saying that by breaking down the legions, they would be weakened, unable to defend humanity from the Xenos threats, or if ever the traitors returned. Horus allayed his fears, saying he understood his brother. Horus stated that he did not wish to do this, but regardless of his personal feelings on the matter, it was the right course of action. Mortarion relented, but remained vocal about his protests. The Lunar Wolves would be split into 3 chapters. The Lunar Wolves, the Sons of Horus, and the Black Templars. The Word-Bearers would split, becoming the Word-Bearers along with their brothers of the Exorcists. The Death Guard would also be split in 2, with the Death Guard being joined by the Dusk Raiders. The World Eaters would sire 2 chapters in addition to their parent World Eaters, the Devourers, and the Warhounds. The Thousand Sons would have but one successor chapter, the Blood Ravens. The Iron Warriors would sire the Hammers of Terror and the Steel Serpents. The Night Lords would give rise to the Midnight Claws and the Kakarodons. The Alpha Legion would birth the Beta and Delta Legions. The Emperor's children would give rise to the Red Scorpions and the Doom Eagles. The Loyalist Ultramarines would form their own chapter and be reborn as the Redemptionists, while the Loyalist Space Wolves would be renamed the Frost Hunters. Each chapter would go forth on a rite of conquest to find a new homeworld and build their forces until they achieved fighting strength. The Iron Warriors' homeworld would be relocated to Terra in honor of their valiant defense of the palace. Perturabo was humbled, but declined the honor. As Horus was Lord Commander of the Imperium now, it was only right for one of his chapters to become the Guardians of Terra. Horus gave the idea some thought, and agreed, naming the Black Templars the Praetorian Guard of Terra. The matter then turned to Lorgar and his spread of the religion of the God Emperor. His brothers argued that their father was against such ideals, that his memory should not be tainted with lies. Lorgar countered, however. The Emperor was a sign of hope for the people, of humanity as a whole. The people of the Imperium had witnessed the greatest war in humanity's history since the Age of Strife. They needed an icon of hope, lest they fall back into anarchy and brutality, and faith in the God Emperor provided this hope. Ever the skilled orator, Lorgar persuaded his brothers to allow him to set up the cult of the Emperor as an official state religion to bring unity to mankind under their father's golden light, founding what would become known as the Ecclesiarchy. And thus, the heresy came to an end, and mankind took its first steps towards an uncertain future, without the Emperor to ever walk amongst them again.